Welcome back to the program. Good morning. And there's as Valentine's Day approaches, let's see, a week from Friday, I could think of no better Valentine's Day gift if you all bought me a car at Real Auto. That's what I think. I don't know, Rakeem. We would be happy to sell everybody a car that wants to buy the Dr. Saka car. Yeah.
Of course, yes, of course.
Deal, deal. Yeah, there you go. Much better, much better. Anyway, so how's everything going, brother? How are things over at Real Auto?
Oh, it's great, it's great. So we're still in high season, so cars are flying through the door.
That's good. That's good. How is my little four-legged friend Spark?
Oh, Spark is great.
We love that dog.
Oh yeah,
We love that dog. He makes you want to buy a car.
of course. You walk in the door, he runs right up to you.
I know. I know. I love that dog. Love him, love him, love him. So listen, I know that it's also the time of the year where a lot of folks are, they've got to go for inspection. They've got to do they got to make sure their inspection is up to date because we got to go pick up our 2025 registration stickers, all
Indeed.
that stuff. I know you've got a big deal happening with inspection
Yes, we
stuff.
have a pre-inspection bundle, a
Mhm.
very special deal for only $99.99.
So less than $100.
Less than $100.
So less than $100, you know that you're going to show up at inspection and pass.
Listen, this includes headlight buffing. They check your turn signals, make sure everything is running good. You get a free pre alignment inspection also.
That's cool. That's real cool. You know, only that I never everywhere else I've lived in the world, the headlight buffing thing was never a problem. It's only here that
Hmm.
we seem to be focused on how polished my headlights are.
Exactly.
But whatever. Oy vey. If you go and you get the pre-inspection bundle at Real Auto, you know that you're going to show up for your inspection and pass, and
Hmm.
not have to waste your time to come back to have all this work done that they say that you have to have done.
Hmm.
You show up to inspection, you know you're going to pass.
Yes, and
That's
this deal is valid on from January 13 until March 31st.
so you've got some time to do it, but that's a busy time of the year for
It's a busy
inspection.
time of the year. Yeah.
For inspections
Yeah.
for sure. So that's that. I think that's just a great way to head off all of the all of the nonsense that might show up when you
That
go.
might show up when you go to the inspection center.
Yeah,
So you might as well be prepared before you go there.
100%,
Hmm.
100%, and now VD is coming. You could tell that I refuse to say the name of the holiday. I just refer to it by its acronym VD. Uh, which doesn't stand for anything else
Uh-huh.
that you might be thinking. Anybody in radio land shows you how I feel about this holiday. But it would be a great day to give someone special
Indeed, we
a,
have great
a vehicle.
specials going on. You can come in, you can do a test drive, take a quotation. You get a chance to spin the wheel and win some special prizes.
Oh, really? What are the prizes on the wheel?
You
I
got
catch
you,
on.
got, you gotta come in to see.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
There you go. Interesting. If you look across the lot right now,
yeah.
favorite car on the
Perfect car
favorite car on the
on the
property
lot.
right
Toyota
now.
RAV4.
Really? Didn't
Especially,
even think about it.
especially the hybrid model.
Really? Tell me about it.
We got
What's
that. Listen, that car is amazing. It drives phenomenal. It's very smooth on the road. The gas mileage is great.
so you say hybrid? What is that? For people who don't know what that means, what's a hybrid?
Well, hybrid, the car runs on battery and electric. So
Battery, electric,
battery and
gas.
gasoline. Sorry.
Okay.
So the Toyota has a system where it switches from the battery
Hmm.
to the engine simultaneously on its own. So whenever you need that extra power,
Hmm.
the engine and the electric motor works at the same time. So
And
let's.
and so like I say, as I've driven like full electric cars, right?
Mhm.
And it's a little unnerving if you've never done it before
Mhm.
because
It's a little bit frightening the
yeah,
first
because
time.
because it's all of a sudden it's quiet,
Yeah,
right? There's
yeah.
nothing.
Sounds like it's not running at all.
Right.
Yeah.
When in a hybrid, does that happen the same way? Like, does the does the does the engine shut off when it's
Correct.
all
Mhm.
so it gets silent?
Mhm. Silent. Sometimes it's just running on the electric motor. Like when you just start the car up and you start to drive off, it's only the motor that's running. The engine is not running.
That's cool. And how does the battery charge?
Battery charges from regenerative braking. So the more you drive, the more you brake, that charges the batteries. Regenerative braking.
Whoever said that it wasn't educational here on Fresh Air in the Morning? So when I step on the brake, that causes...
That generates heat.
Yeah.
And that heat gets transferred into electricity. So that goes to the alternator, and the alternator charges those batteries.
Wow.
Charges the battery under the hood, and it also charges the lithium-ion batteries.
And how many, like, where are the lithium-ion batteries in the car?
Under the hood. It's right on top of the engine.
So you see them?
You can see it.
Wow. And can you plug it in your home and charge it too?
Well, it's not a plug-in hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never driven a hybrid. I've driven full electric, which I've pretty much decided not for me, for a variety of reasons. But I've never driven the hybrid. I think I would like the hybrid.
Yeah, you got to come down, take a test drive.
And how, I mean, does it go as fast as a regular car?
Faster.
Really?
Yes. Faster.
They're like, the one thing I'll tell you, like when I rented on purpose, I rented a full electric vehicle in Miami, right? Just because I wanted to have that experience. And it's like driving a golf cart on steroids.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Just,
that extra kick from the electric motor.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the first. So my doctor in the States, one of my buddies, one of my oldest friends, he had just gotten himself a new, pretty high-end electric vehicle, and he said, "Come on, we got to take a ride," because he knows I've always been a car guy. And so we got in the car, and he said, "Are you buckled up?" And I said, "Yeah." Not realizing what was about to happen, and he just punched it. And
yeah,
I got thrown back into the seat.
The throttle response is instant.
Oh, unbelievable! Yeah, is hybrids are similar? Same way? Wow, that's pretty cool. And how long how far do you get on the battery side and the RAV4?
It all depends on your driving habits. Yeah.
For example, what makes it longer versus shorter?
For example, let's say the RAV4 on full charge. You could probably go around the island. I don't want to put a number on it. Let's say around maybe 15, yeah.
Wow. Wow. So in theory, I mean, you could be,
15 or more.
So you could run for days without even the engine kicking on.
And it can run in full hybrid mode. So you can run only on the battery. So it has an EV mode. You can press that button. The engine doesn't turn on. So
as long as you're braking enough, you're recharging the battery as you drive. Wow, that's got to be a huge savings. Because we all know how expensive fuel is.
Yes, I know everyone want to save on fuel these days. So.
Oh, craziness! How expensive things got. Crazy.
And other than the RAV4, we also carry the Yaris Cross in the hybrid. That's a very popular model that just released. We have very good responses so far. Other than that, we have mild hybrid technology. You know about that. We talked about that the last time. Yeah. That comes in the Suzuki Grand Vitara and the Suzuki Fronx.
And listen, and both of those are like flagship Suzuki names that have been around for forever. Like Grand Vitara, that was my first car on the island.
Oh, really?
Vitara. I swear it's still, and this was 2006 or 7.
Which one was it?
So it was a Suzuki Grand Vitara. It was maroon. And it. When I got it, it was like a year old. It had no miles on it. It was flawless. Had all the bells and whistles. And I swear that car is still driving around. Somebody still has it.
I can almost guarantee it's still driving around.
They run forever. They're great vehicles. So the RAV4 is your pick.
My pick.
First pick. What color?
What color?
Yeah.
Black.
Black. Brave man.
Black.
Brave man. So hard to keep a black car clean.
But when it is clean.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
For that 30 seconds. wait, is that your black car in the driveway?
That is my black car in the driveway.
Oh, that's looking pretty clean, man.
Yeah, considering the weather, yeah.
it's incredible. They're incredibly hard to keep clean.
They are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always been on St. Martin. I've always been silver, except the one car that I have. This one's more of a dark gray.
Dark gray.
Um, but every other car besides Lipson has been silver, just
Mm.
because it's cooler
It's cooler.
and it's way easier. It's dirty, and
White also.
you don't know
Hmm.
that it's dirty.
Yeah.
Although, but white is white can be equally as tricky.
Yeah.
Because if you don't keep it clean, then the white looks less white.
It looks cream.
Yeah, and,
Mm.
then it looks perpetually dirty.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody's got a mouthful of dirty teeth after a while. That's the only thing I can think of.
Mhm.
So black is your really.
Yeah.
I
Black on black. Black interior, black
Black-
exterior.
I love a black interior.
Yeah.
Love a black interior.
Hmm.
Just it looks, it has that sexy rich feel to
Mhm.
it. It just makes you go, that's
Yeah.
that's mine. Okay, so we live and learn. What other special deals should we let folks know about as VD approaches us?
Well, for VD Day,
Yeah.
we got Suzuki starting as low as 12,995. So
Who fell and hit their head?
listen,
That's cheap.
that's very cheap. You got to come down, check it out, man.
You said $12,995.
$12,995.
Wow, that's a deal.
Mm-hmm.
You make somebody very very happy on Valentine's Day with the brand new car.
Oh yes.
And the other thing I think it's important to talk about too a little bit, when we talk about Real Auto,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like you're not just going to sell me the car. There's everything that goes with it. The smarts, the engineering, the expertise to make
Mhm.
sure that vehicle is running on year 2 just like it did on day 1.
Exactly.
And talk to me a little about the service side of
Well,
that.
our highly trained technicians will make sure that the car is running in tip-top shape. They will keep up with your service intervals, so they will be calling you. They will be sending emails. It's very important that you keep up with your maintenance, because as you know, every 6 months, in this Caribbean heat, the oil loses its viscosity.
That's a big word, viscosity.
Viscosity.
Don't ask me to spell it.
So it gets very light,
Yeah.
and it doesn't offer any protection for the engine, and of course that's gonna kill the engine after a
Right.
while. So it's always recommended to the recommended intervals that we give the customers that they keep up with that.
It's like growing up for me was always every 3,000 miles you change your oil.
Mm-hmm.
But that was in the U.S. and we drive constantly. I mean, if you put 3,000 miles a year, maybe 4,000 miles a year on the car here, you're driving a lot under our 37 square miles that we have. So it's a different mindset where you change the oil at least every 6 months.
At least every 6 months.
Whether
Some
you-
people might say that it's too soon and whatever, but
No.
when we explain to them the reasons behind it, they get the understanding.
Well, to me, I'd rather change the oil every 3 months
Mhm.
and new oil filters every 3 months
Mhm.
and have a happy, healthy.
And it's not
car.
just oil filter, because we have our maintenance guides,
Yeah.
which tells you what they do and what they check on each service.
Right.
So they check your cabin filter, your ear filter. They tighten your suspension if it needs tightening. It's a lot of things that go into servicing that people tend to neglect, and they say, "Oh, the price is so high and whatever." But
Yeah, it's high to do the service, but wait till something breaks
wait
because
till
you
something
haven't
goes
done the
bad.
service.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, we've all learned that lesson the hard way. That's what I could say.
Mhm.
People, oh, the cabin filter, that's fluff. No, it's a big deal,
It's a
especially
big deal,
especially in our heat,
Mhm.
right? With the
and with all the dust in the air, also.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden the air conditioner doesn't work properly, and you're
Mhm.
wondering why. And then you're burning more fuel
You burn
because
more fuel because it's not cooling as
Right.
efficient.
so it's really quite important, to take care. Listen, for a lot of people, their two biggest investments are their home
Mm-hmm.
and their car.
And their car.
Take care of the car.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be happier in the end, for sure. Sure. What about oil? What do you guys recommend for oil? I know that I know Big
Well,
Valvoline.
we are the dealer for Valvoline,
There
so
you
it's
go.
Valvoline all the way.
There you go. There you go. It's listen. Buy the good stuff.
Buy the good
Put
stuff.
put the good stuff in. It's like the blood that's in your veins. The
Mm-hmm.
oil is the blood of the veins of the
Mm-hmm.
vehicle.
Don't go cheap.
Never,
Never.
never, never, never. Um, so we want people to come down and see you at Real Auto.
Yes, my name is Rakeem Jackson. You can come in, ask for me. Um, you'll get top notch service.
He's a super nice guy. So, and he'll take good care of you.
Yeah, phenomenal experience. Come down, ask for me.
How long have you been doing cars?
Well, I've been in cars all my life actually, but I have been selling cars now for like maybe 5 years.
It's been a while because I remember when you first started.
Yeah.
When Felix brought you in early on, a
Uh-huh.
long time ago. So we encourage everybody to go down to Real Auto. You guys are what days are you open? Where are you located? How's it all work?
Well, we are located on the Longwall Road, number 13. That is the former Vlon building,
Mm-hmm.
because we took over Vlon. So
Right.
Um,
But it's a completely new building. Let's be honest. This
completely
is
new
pretty
building, state of the art.
pretty cool place.
Yeah. You walk into our showroom, you're gonna feel the ambiance. You're gonna feel welcome. We are open from 8 o'clock to 5:30. That is the sales department.
Mhm.
8 o'clock to 5 o'clock is service
Mhm.
and parts.
Mhm.
Also the body shop. We are open on Saturdays. That is the sales department from 9 to 2 p.m. Yeah, so we're want everyone to come down, check out the deals. We have also Toyotas starting at only $15,390.
I think you got a little bit of a fever going. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
man.
and that's a great vehicle. They
Amazing
run
deals,
forever.
man. They
Run
forever.
forever.
Yeah.
Ever, ever, ever. How many old Toyotas do you still see on the road?
Man,
Tons. Why don't you come get a new one?
too many to count.
But that tells you something about when you buy a new one,
Mhm.
the type of investment that
Exactly.
you're making.
A vehicle should be an investment. It should be something that you think about before you do it.
Love it.
Because a lot of money you're putting into it.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So we got Toyota, Suzuki, Chevy. We got Hino. That is the truck company for
Mhm.
Toyota.
Mhm.
So they offer dump trucks, refrigerated units. We just started doing refrigerated
Oh,
units.
that's cool.
So that is good for all those big companies that they handle drinks and stuff like that. We got forklifts, Toyota forklifts. We got Healy pallet jacks.
Oh, nice.
We got everything, man.
So come on down and visit Rakeem at Real Auto. He will take excellent care of you.
Of course.
And by that someone special in your life, a VD, Valentine's Day,
Mm-hmm.
automobile, or truck, or whatever they might like special, and Rakeem will hook you up. Brother, thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We do it again. We'll talk next week because
All right.
I want to hear how the specials are progressing. I wanted
Mhm.
to hear how maybe somebody came in. They're going to surprise that someone special
Sounds good.
for You know what we should do? If we can get somebody who's going to buy someone who buys their other half a vehicle for Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
You bring them in and we do an interview and want to hear the whole story about how they surprised the person. And the whole
That would be great, actually.
that'll be fun. So
Mhm.
if you're gonna buy someone special a vehicle for Valentine's Day, you go see Rakeem. He will set it all up, and we want to hear the whole story live on the air.
Yes, and if you want to reach me on mobile, my phone number is 580-0665.
Perfect. There you go. Always a pleasure, brother. Real Auto, Longwall Road in Phillipsburg.
Thank you.
Always nice to have you in the studio. It is 8:22. I am a bit tardy this morning. Let me take a quick commercial break. More fresh air in the morning is on the way. We'll be right back.